Ready? Which one?
Got it.
I'm director of factories, nearly a directorate of almost 100 years old. There is a great legacy of this directorate. As per available records with us, we have issued license since 1939, pre-independence. This is the directorate who is looking after the safety, health, and welfare of factories as per statute, that is Factories Act 1948, and rules framed thereunder. Second. As you know, sir, to administer an act in a particular premises or any establishment, we have to provide license. I mean, to give in a particular record or something, we have to give license. And precondition of license is the factory plan. That is, what is the factory plan? Factory plan, as I have mentioned, that we are the authority who are monitoring the safety, health, and welfare of factory workers inside while they are inside the factory, working in the factory. So through the factory plan, in fact, we do the preliminary hazard analysis as well as ensure that the basic safety and emergency exits and other things are ensured. So we also provide the service like registration, grant of license, approval of factory plan, and as a issuing license, definitely renewal of the same thing will be, and in any change is there, amendment or transfer will be there. And apart from this, sir, this is the project, e-governance project, which I am presenting before you for the SKOCH Award. This project based on this portal only. Actually, through this portal, we are providing all this service and this kind of plans and licenses, as well as we are disseminating the information and knowledges and different SOPs for the particularly hazardous process or chemical processes. Sir, next one. Sir, with the advent of technology, and there are so number of time, and again we have seen that the number of factories are coming in our state, and a large volume of factories, as well as in different geographical location, different factories are coming. To cater the service to those, it is very difficult for us to, if we maintain the physical files, because to maintain the physical files and storing them and keeping the records, it was very difficult. And as well as there are government norms also there to provide the service in the right time and a stipulated time limit, as well as online service. To cater those things, we planned to launch a portal, that is the e-governance project, through which we launched this, designed and launched this portal. But initially, it was not a simple thing. It was a great challenge to us to develop this kind of a portal, because as you know, this directorate is governed by a particular statute, that is Factories Act, and we have to replicate that act into the digital formation. To do this, we have different sessions. We have, in fact, government has engaged third parties like PwC, NIC, CyberSwift, etc., to study the present process and as well as design such a process that can be digitized easily. And such a portal that will keep all the records, all maintains all the records, and all deliver all the services as in physically we are doing that. Particularly this kind of thing where we have faced the biggest challenge is that earlier we were issuing the number, particularly suppose a registration number to identify a premises. We issue registration number and license number. Registration number is a unique number, sir. Suppose it's a number HWX10. That means this is a number 10 HWX10. Suppose this is a number from which number we can identify the premises. This factory is located in Howrah and it has been registered in the year 2010. It was earlier done through manually. This was a great challenge. How it will be done in digitally? So this thing we have done with our officers in the brainstorming sessions, and ultimately we have come up and we have launched this portal. And through this portal now we are able to deliver the services. All the services through this portal easily. Sir, if you see this, this is the overview of the project I am presenting, sir. This is sharing the screen where the overview of the project, where it is, excuse me, sir. So this is the uniqueness of this portal, of this project, in fact, or portal, you can say it, sir. Through the person who is coming first time for this, joining this portal, I mean, who is logging this portal, and he doesn't know which service he needs it. There is a guiding wizard. Through the wizard, simple some questions, with the help of some questions, just he has to answer yes or no, and that questions will lead him to the particular service he needs it. So this is the very uniqueness of this project. Apart from this, sir, earlier what the, suppose for registration and grant of license, that is a statute, some fees has to be paid. That fees depends on the matrix. What matrix? That is the manpower and the horsepower. That is a complex matrix, and it is difficult for the common people or the entrepreneurs or the occupiers to find out that suppose this number of workers I am having and this a total number of machinery I have installed, that total capacity of each kilowatt or etc. Depending on this, he has to calculate. Now this portal is able to calculate automatically what is the fees is required and how much. And not only how much fees is required, it allows him to pay online. The pay online option will open before him, and he has to pay from the ease of his home. He can submit the application to us, and we can already. And another uniqueness, sir, of this project is that, suppose, as I have mentioned, the factory plan, that is the very instrumental thing to maintain the safety, health, and welfare of the workers while they are working inside the factory. That is, suppose a factory having chemical process, if while he is applying, he has to mention whether he is maintaining, he is doing any chemical process. If we do any chemical process, in that case, this directorate has the separate wing of chemical and experts of chemical engineers. Apart from the general, like civil, electrical, and mechanical engineers, they are the chemical engineers also. This plan he will prepare the plan with the help of any kind of technology or AutoCAD and submit to this portal. And after submitting, it will automatically replicate, and this will flow parallelly. One flow will go to the chemical engineers, and other will be electrical or mechanical, who is in charge of that area. And they will scrutinize, and accordingly, if they find that this plan is drawn as per the statute, they will observe it and it will forward to the higher authority and approval, and higher authority will forward this. They will upload again, forward to the applicant, and applicant will get the approved certificate online, approved plan. They have to no submission of physical thing. All approval plan will be great from his download, able to download from his portal, and can be stored also automatically. It will be stored in the portal in my application. Sir, this is the very, in fact, stamped and digitally signed. Next. Sir, these are, apart from these things, there are other also provisions of applications are like, if the registration of grant of license, as I mentioned, approval plan, real-time renewal. The persons who have been granted license after certain time period, as per statute of the government direction, that is up now, this is up to 15 years, a person can get the license for a period. He has to renew it. In case through this portal, he can apply renewal with the stipulated fees, and he'll get the renewal of license in the real time. That is auto renewal. So this portal will verify that there is no change of data, and already that is captured by legacy data, and this will deliver the license. Amendment, if there is any kind of change, that is amendment or transfer license. In fact, there is a beautiful inspection module in this portal. Through this inspection module, our inspecting officers can inspect after inspection, they can issue the inspection report, and the applicant, occupiers and managers, they can get the inspection report from this module. Not only for this year, they can get it before 2 years also. After the applicants, the occupiers and managers, they can submit return through this portal. They can also submit the accident report. That is the unfortunate incident sometimes happens. They also able to submit the accident report through this portal. So this is the whole thing. This project can handle all the affairs of this directorate regarding maintaining the safety, health, and welfare of the factories. Next. Sir, what are after overcoming the challenges, ultimately we have launched the portal, and what are the benefits? The benefits is immense. We have easily reduce the transition delay. The earlier, suppose we have a branch office at Jalpaiguri. From Jalpaiguri, the physical file has to come to the head office, probably issuing the license of the factory plan. But now it is very simple. You know that the online system they are applying wherever they from. If it is the factory is located in the Jalpaiguri jurisdiction, and the Jalpaiguri officer is scrutinizing the plan, and they are forwarding it to the head office. Within no time, it is reaching us. And if it is found to be in order after statute, this will be given. This is reduction of time, in fact, financial cost. How? For the applicants or the entrepreneurs or the occupiers or the factory management, there is very reduced in the financial cost, because they won't have to say file any kind of paper, not any person. They won't have to send any person to the. And there is no physical touch point. Furthermore, whenever they are submitting any application, they can track it where it is lying. You know, this kind of license is very deep. I mean, it is needed for in various other services also. Whenever they are asking how much time I will get it, with their stipulated timeline is there. Within the stipulated timeline, we are able to delivering the service also, and easy and quick delivery service. As I mentioned, that it is very easy to deliver the services, whatever the services we are providing. And inspection, particularly with the help of this portal, we have a inspection module where what are the things to be inspected in a factory, that is also defined. In fact, the management also can, it is in the public domain, management can view this one, that these are the things, and particularly randomized schedule is generated where our officers, inspecting officers will go and visit which factory and in which day. So they can prepare themselves, and these are the documents required. These are the things officers will get. In fact, by this way, we are helping the entrepreneurs to make the work environment free of accident. And with this we are increasing. In fact, we have noticed that the compliance related the registration and licensing have quietly increased. In the next slide, I'm going to show you how this has been increased. Go to previous slide again. So particularly, this is also another thing, that is as we are going fully digital, this is the way we are reducing the carbon emission. How? You know, sir, there is no paper is required, no less paper. So paperless, we have transformed the system to paperless system. Sir, through this system, in fact, our officers, what is the main motto? That is the main motto of our directorate, to make the safety health, to look after the safety, health, and welfare of the workers. It is very easily they can improvise these things and look and carefully look and easily look after these things. Next slide. Sir, these are the amazing results we have got after launching this portal. Sir, this is the first data. That is the 20,265 registered factories we are having. And since last year, the total number of registration since last year, 35% has increased. That is the 467 new factories have been registered by this directorate, sir. Sir, if you see that the 12,56,039 workers, though we are...
sorry to interrupt you. You have another 2 minutes, so try to conclude in 2 minutes.
Sir.
Yes, sir, you can continue.
Sir, may I continue, sir?
Yes, sir.
Sir, thank you, sir. Sir, this is the number of workers, as I have mentioned. These number of workers have come under the net of the safety net of the government. Actually, we are able to provide the safety, health, and welfare as other social securities. As later on I will discuss other social securities, we can provide them. Further, sir, if you see the application submission rate, that is steadily going upward. Though I think we all remember that last 2 years was the very difficult years for us. That those were the pandemic years. Still, in those years, we see that the number of applications is steadily increasing, going up. Though it was a pandemic year, still in that year we have able to conduct 1,881 inspections, sir. And through this inspection, what we have achieved? We have achieved a great feat, sir. We are able to reduce the number of fatal accidents. That is the very unfortunate incidents, but we can't. Those are sometimes, you know, sir, those are happened during the work. In fact, in road accidents also happen. So these but our aim is to make the workspace accident free, and we are striving towards this. And to do this, in fact, through last year, with the help of accidents and inspections, as well as the information and other things, we are able to reduce the number of fatal accidents per lakhs. In fact, we have reduced up to 15%, sir, 15% fatal, reducing the fatal accidents per lakh. You notice that the last year it was 2.95. That is only very few number of accidents that happened. These are the very beautiful results we have achieved through this portal. Next, sir. Not only these things, sir, we have achieved some sustainable development goals also by this portal. Sir, if you see, first of all, I would like to mention that again, sir, factory plan. That is the factory plan by which we are ensuring the initial safety. Initially, we are in fact preliminary doing the hazard analysis, like that. We are assuring that the ventilation system in the factory is proper, local exhaust, particularly if the factory is having any chemical process or hazardous process, that is fumes are coming out, whether the local exhaust system has been employed or not, to reduce the concentration of the obnoxious fumes and chemicals. And in the particular premises, there is a specific statute that this number of workers, so that to avoid any health hazard by overcrowding, to avoiding the overcrowding, doing this
now.
Sir, yes, sir, I'm concluding, sir, within just a minute, sir. Sir, with the help of this, we are reducing the number of accidents arising of chemical accidents. In fact, we are through the easy process, the number in industrialization is growing up in this state. So that is by way also people's life is enhanced. Furthermore, this is the we are ensuring through the inspection, beautiful inspection module, the particularly wages. There is, apart from Factories Act, we are looking at also payment of wages 1936. Through this act, we are ensuring that the workers are getting the proper wages, and timely wages. Further, and social security is also maintained. And further, not the least, that is the, as I mentioned earlier also, that is we are reducing the carbon emission. How as from going paper to paperless. Sir, apart from this, we have so much, though we have done so much, but I know that there is miles to go before we sleep. That is the development of workers. We are going to develop a worker information system. From this system, we will do a predictive modeling to reduce the number of accidents, make the workspace accident free. Sir, in fact, we are going to GIS mapping of the registered elements, so that inspection can be done easily. And the compliance management system, integrated learning management system, we do the different kind of seminars, awareness programs. To this, we would like to attach those programs with this project, with this in fact portal, so that maximum people maximum people can get the benefit. And this portal is able to change any kind of regulatory change. If the WSH 2000 code is coming, this portal is designed such a way that can be also included in this method. Sir, apart from this, so hope, sir, we will be able to, with the help of this thing, we'll be able to make the workspace accident free, and we'll achieve the vision zero. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Ashish ji. Very comprehensive presentation covering a good spirit of the ease of doing business.
Sir.
In fact, after granting license, a production, the factories goes into production. Sometimes in this dynamic world, sometimes it happens that technology upgradation, capacity upgradation, adding another production lines also do happen.
Sir.
So what happens to the license? It is a little bit diversification from the license. Do we require another taking revised approval, or it can be amended?
Sir, this is the amendment, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Sir, may I? Sir, as you have mentioned, whenever he is extending a line or something, a production line, or he is doing some extension, in that case also, sir, as per statute, he has to submit factory plan for approval of that, because sir, before construction he has to take the approval. So by this way, we can ensure that the basic safety guidelines, as per statute, has been maintained, sir.
Surely. Another issue is that do you have some feedback mechanism for from the entrepreneurs? How do they feel your portal?
Sir, yes, sir, there is feedback mechanism in the portal also. They can put their name and license number, and they can, whatever they have to say, they can write it down, sir.
And you take care of their observations?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, we have to, sir.
Okay.
Apart from this, there is helpline also. They can also, there is a helpline, in fact, I mean, for answering the queries as well as there is a helpline and a email ID also, but that is answered regularly, sir. Within half an hour, we can answer through mail.
Okay. Thank you, Ashish ji.
Thank you very much, sir.
Ashish ji, I got two questions to ask.
Sir.
In your presentation, you mentioned that the registered factories are around 20,000.
Sir.
Application submitted in 2021 is 3973.
Sir.
Inspection conducted 1881. License renewal 1950.
Sir.
Are this number okay? And if they are okay, then this means that 100% work is not being done.
Sir, let me tell you, sir, one thing, sir. Since, sir, UDB, sir, already, sir, previous sir has mentioned that UDB has been introduced in 2015, sir. UDB has mandated that the license should be granted for 10 years or more than 10 years. Sir, it has been also, as per the guideline of UDB, we have also, issued this kind of, amended our rule that now license can be granted at least 10 years or more than, up to 15 years. Up to 15 years. In the year 2017, from 16-17, we have issued license. Those who have license, taken license for more than 10 years, so continuously they are taking license. So, as I have seen, this is from 2024 scenario, sir. This kind of already we have issued, and some, sir, definitely we have some lacuna also. That is, we are going to, if there is any kind of those who are not able to reach us, we are going to reach them, sir. But maximum, at 90% we have achieved, sir, through this.
Okay, fine. Second issue is that have you made some assessment of greenhouse gas reduction?
Sir, amount, if you say, sir, we have not, but as my point of view, sir, let me tell you one thing, sir. Earlier, suppose, as you have shown that 3,900 applications, it comprises of so many pages. In fact, those are having the, the memorandum of article of association and the other deeds. That is one file is, suppose this kind of big amount having few hundred papers, and the, factory plans are number of, suppose of pages, 50 pages, having A0 sides, sir. Those plans, they have reduced. They don't need to submit those things. By this way, sir, the paper, by this way, sir, we have reduced, sir, this way.
Okay, I got it. Thank you very much.
Sir, thank you very much, sir.
Very good morning, respected jury members, Surinder Singh sir and Uptesh Sharma sir, and fellow participants. Myself, Hemanta Kalita. I am the Assistant Labour Commissioner, Headquarters Assam of the Office of the Labour Commissioner Assam, and I am representing Labour Welfare Department today on behalf of Kalyan sir. Today I am going to present about the EADB activities undertaken by the Commissioner of Labour Assam under Labour Welfare Department. So EADB in Assam is basically our endeavor is to aims to create a platform for providing the best support to the business community as a whole. We have a vision of prosperity for all by employing technology, innovation, sustainability regarding the business regulations. Going to the next slide. Since this is not our pet project, that is, we are not doing in-house, it has been provided, the Department of Industry and Commerce has provided a platform for onboarding the services. We have collaborated with different departments for the outcome. We as the commissionerate, we are there. Then there is NIC which has provided the technical expertise regarding the onboarding of services. Then we have Department of Industry and Commerce, as I have told earlier. They have provided the EODB front end. There is the web portal they have provided, and the backend platform also, which is the Service Plus application. Then we have Department of Promotion of Industry Internal Trade. That is they have provided the BREP reforms which are in conformity to the development we have done yet till now. Going to the next slide, this is the strategic alignment we have to do to get to the desired outcome. First, at first we have brainstormed about the reduction of compliance burden, so that it is in conformity with the BREP guidelines provided by the DPIIT. Then we have coordinated efforts with NIC regarding the business process re-engineering, how the application would be dropped to our inbox, how it will be handled, how to process it. Then after everything is done, the re-engineering is done. We have so for feedback, we have done some user acceptance test at the field level. And after some feedback from the public as well as the field officials, we have made changes in the system and subsequently onboarded the services to the UODB portal. Now, right now, we are in the phase of monitoring. We are seeing that the timelines are met, the licenses are approved within a time-bound manner, and most of the services under our department are RTPS notified. That means it is guided under the Act, and we have to give the licenses to the business establishments in a very time-bound manner. Coming to the next slide, I want to show the basic steps which an applicant has to undertake to get the certificate. First, here he will get the standard information in the website itself. Then he will log in for the services he needs. Then he will apply online the application form. Then there are provisions for uploading annexes which are required under the different labor laws. Then the payment option is also online now. We have the integration of eGrass. Then after that, he submits the application. It comes to our end, and we process it in the Service Plus application. It drops in the designated public servants inbox, and they see the application, see the annexes, and after confirming, they approve it. After approval, the license directly goes to the login ID of the applicant, and he can download there and there itself. Coming to the next slide, regarding this, we have faced many challenges. So some of the challenges which we faced are like officers were not technically sound in the digital ecosystem. And also many business establishments which are small were not versed with the online mode of application. They had to be taught, they had to be aware about the process which you have undergone. Then hardware and connectivity issue was a problem before, but now it has been resolved. Then digitization of all licenses was not complete. We did not have the backend data to go ahead with the process. Then there was, since government is going for a completely paperless process, there was a lack of digital signatures of the public servants, so which created a hindrance in going for completely paperless process. However, these challenges we have overcome. We have done many field trainings for the officers through online mode and offline. We have made them technically sound about the system which we have made. Then we also created awareness through newspaper advertisements, through the portal about the mode of application, through common service centers. The public can go there and make their application. We also have public facilitation centers provided by the area society where people can also go there and get their application done. Then we have also provided hardware and connectivity solutions to our field level officials in a time-bound manner. And now, since digitization was a bottleneck, what we did was we asked the public to feed their data from the old licenses in the registration process. And as such, the digitization was itself done from the people's perspective, and it is literally in a good shape right now. Then digital signature we also procured. It was funded by the area society. Now all the officers have digital signature certificates, and we are completely paperless right now. So since we have jumped after the bottlenecks, now we can have a good comparison between the pre-deployment scenario and the post-deployment scenario. Now the businesses establishments can track their application from anywhere in the world since it is completely online. Moreover, because of DSC integration, now it has resulted in completely paperless process. Now the licenses are delivered in a very time-bound manner, and the compliance from part of the applicant is also fast, since we have the option of providing annexes. We can query the applicant about the annexes, and they can immediately deliver it to us. Subsequently, we deliver the application to them. Then a third-party verification has also been done because in third-party verification, they have a QR code in the license itself where any people can scan it and verify that the license is authentic. The benefits which has come out of this project is that we have reduced red tapeism to a great deal. Then counterfeiting of license registration have been reduced. Then we have also, I mean to say, is we have done a great thing is we have saved time. One of the important factors of production, that is the entrepreneur. Then basically, because of the online system, everybody knows that inspector has drastically been reduced. Coming to the next slide, this is the performance which is available in the UODB portal of Assam. This is generated by the Department of Industry and Commerce every day. So this is up to 31st October 2022. While showing this, I want to inform that before April 1 of this financial year, there was process of offline mode and online mode. Now, after April 1, offline mode is completely stopped. Hence, you can see the jump in number of applications to online processes. From 2019 till 2022 March 31st, applications were almost online applications were almost about only 500. But from April 1 to this 31st October, the applications have jumped to almost 32,000. And regarding the top 10 services, most of the services are from our department. In the top 5, 3, 4, and 5 are from our department, and number 8 is also from our department. And regarding the top 2, they are automatic generated by the system. Though the department has nothing to do with the, the DPS has nothing to do with the system. It is automatically generated. However, our system is not auto renewal at the time. However, auto renewal is done for once they are onboarded. It will be done in the coming subsequent after the application. Still, at our process, we have application delivered almost 87.66% of the total application received, and rejection rate is also very low. It is less than 6%. Then coming to the inspection reforms, this all the UODB reforms that was done in the licensing part was for the business establishments. Now, since we have to do for the people, also for the citizens as well for the laborers, we have made an online inspection reform, which is based on the web-based application. And everything is done by the software itself. All the risk assessment is done by the software. The risk assessment is based on the number of workers. We experienced that establishments having more than 100 workers generally comply with the labor laws to a great extent. And so we have categorized them as low risk establishment. And establishments having employee between 51 to 100 have the tendency to comply with the labor laws to some extent, and further compliance may be secured by some moderate action towards enforcement. Then people having establishment having 1 to 50 workers are considered as high risk because these are the smaller establishments. The risk of compliance is very poor. So we have taken them as high risk units. Now, since the software automatically gives us the data for inspection, we ask the inspectors to allocate the date themselves, and based on that, they can go for inspections and upload the report within 48 hours of the inspection done. Regarding this, I want to add that we also collaborated joint inspection with the Department of Factories, and we're in the process. We have done some inspections, few inspections, because it started a few months back. So we are very successful in doing the joint inspection also. Then we are also thinking of getting a legacy data of 3 years inspection reports of an establishment, so we can review it after 3-4 years about their compliance and if they can be given inspection holiday depending on their compliances. Now, we also decided to give inspection holiday for those establishments who have no workers, because there are also establishments run by single owners, like small shops and all. So, thought of giving them inspection holidays. Coming to the next slide, I think we have a bright view of the future. We can see that if you make the time-bound online grievance redressal system more effective, then I think the public will be very much pleased. They might have some grievances, which because everything is not, the system is not perfect, so there might be some grievances. Then we have also thought of auto escalation and deep approval of licenses in a time-bound manner. If a license has not been generated by the public servant, then it will be automatically approved if it goes beyond time limit. Then you're also thinking of GIS making of the registered establishments, so that we can know about the hotspots where most of the establishments are there in Assam. Then as the labor codes are coming into the foray in some point of time, we're thinking of integrating it with the portal. Moreover, future integration may be done with GSTI and Aadhaar, etc., to remove duplicacy of licenses, etc. Further, for the benefit of the entrepreneurs, we have also thought of a wizard functionality where they can answer some simple questions to get a know-how about the compliances they need to undergo while getting their businesses in line. So I think all this will help the future entrepreneurs and also the existing business platforms available in our state. Finally, I want to say that the reforms with the aid of technology in the labor welfare department has helped Assam to grow the business environment. This also we have also able to remove multiple touch points and repetitive process and have significantly reduced the time and cost of business. We have created a solid foundation which aims to leave no one behind and upholds the vision of our Honorable Prime Minister of India, that is Atmanirbhar Bharat. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Good project. But in the last 5 years, how your ease of doing business ranking has improved?
Sir, so to overall ranking, sir, exact numbers I don't know, but for our department, we are not completely online in the previous years. We're completely online from April 1, sir. So I think regarding BREP 2022, most of the points we have covered. I think this will significantly boost our rankings for our department in the EODB 4A, sir.
In fact, in the ease of doing business ranking and reports,
Yes,
there
sir.
are certain observations that your state need to improve on this, and this parameter.
Yes,
So
sir.
you can focus on those parameters so that your ease of doing business ranking is improved. Otherwise,
sir.
it is a good effort, definitely, since you have made it completely mandatory online since April only.
Right, sir.
So definitely it will go in long way in improving your ease of doing business.
Right, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Good.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, if I want to start a industry in Assam,
Yes, sir.
I apply it today,
Yes,
and
sir.
how much time will I be getting license?
So maximum under Right to Public Service Act, it has been notified, sir, 15 days, but we're delivering an average time of 4 to 5 days, sir.
Okay. So even if I don't have land over there, can I get a license?
Sir, if you are coming for a license of a contractor or for interstate migrants, sir, you can definitely have, sir, get this licenses, sir. For regarding shops and establishment, you need to have a, sir, agreement or something on which your establishment will be based.
Okay. So is your website tells me what documents I need to?
Yes, sir. Of course, sir.
Okay, they are available there.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So, but the website is run by the Industries and Commerce Department, sir. So they have given us a platform for onboarding our services. So they have given the platform. So we have coordinated with NIC. All the technical thing was done by our department and NIC. We have made the forms. We have made the what annexes needs to be uploaded is decided by our department. And we just inform the industries that we have made these changes with regard to BREP points, and then we make the services live in the portal.
So what industry is not allowed in the state? Is that list is also available?
So we have no blacklist list available till now. All the industries, whoever is applicable, sir, we see that if it's applicable, we deliver the license.
Okay, I'm asking what industries cannot be put up in your state?
So what industry cannot be put up in our state, sir?
Is that sort of list is available on your website?
Sir, negative aspects are not there in our in the website, sir. Only the things which are needed for taking up our industry and the licenses which are required. Not only our departments, sir, all the departments, such as, sir, if you go for municipal corporation, a trade license is required. So their data is also available in the website. What the industry needs to take, approvals for establishing a business entity there.
So for a if I want to set a chemical plant over there,
Yes,
so
sir.
in that case, then again it will go to some other department.
Of course, sir. If there is a boiler or something, it will go to the boilers department, sir, for their approval. So basically, we provide us our labor licenses like contract labor licenses and Shops and Establishment Act. And motor, we're basically dealing with, sir, the working class.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
We have started this.
from Assam Skill Development Mission, we have started this project, Sankal. This is under the Government of India. It's under MSD. So this actually a project which creates an awareness in the state of Assam. So currently, we have basically constituted all. First, we have constituted all the district skill committee in all the 36 districts of Assam. And as this project is basically towards the awareness programs, so we have created an awareness program across the districts, which basically creates an awareness to the youth and to the district's administration also towards the skilling activities which is actually required in the state of Assam. Three, we have basically created an awareness among the industries for accepting the apprenticeships in the state of Assam, so that they basically are hired and they basically get an on the job training program in the states. Secondly, under this project, we have basically done two studies. One is a skill gap study, which basically study of the gap between the demand and the supply. And the other one is basically the skill which we basically imparted in the state of Assam. So what is the impact we have basically got from the youth? So this is direct to direct interaction with the students and getting this feedback to us. And what are the things which we need to improve in the next days or the near future? That is one. Thirdly, to do all the activities, we have created a robust IT platform through which the transparency is maintained and entire cycle of the training program is captured. The finding of the skill gap study is across the district. We have found out what are the skills which is actually would be required in the near future. This is from today to the next going forward. So this is what we are basically targeting as of now to train candidates on these particular platforms. And while doing so, we basically are targeting in two platforms. One is the short-term training and another is an RPL program, which is basically upskilling the uncertified skilled youths. So while doing so, we also are targeting towards the professional candidates also, as well as in the mainstream of the schools and vocational, which is as per the NEP 2020. We also are focusing towards the migrant support, which is basically migrating from the state to the different state of from Assam to the different states in India, and across to make them also feel connected to the home state. So that's where we're trying to work on this. And our placements, as far as the training is concerned, we basically are placed across the nation. We have basically successfully able to place candidates across the nation, and we are also placing the candidates in the global platform also. Currently, we are focusing on the indigenous skills, which basically are some of them which basically in the verge of extinction. We are trying to pull it back, and few are already there, which is state-specific skills which is not available across outside. So these are one. And while doing the entire program, we are trying to put it across in a technology platform so that everything can be put in across in the one say, and the transparency can be maintained. In the impacts assessment, what we have basically found out from the direct-to-direct interaction that different activities which we basically have conducted in the past by ASDF, in the short-term training as well as in the recognition of prior learning. So most of the genders we have covered and disabilities which you have covered, with the categories differently able. So these are things which you have actually covered across. But yes, having said that, we also focus in reaching across the maximum in the near future also. And towards the placement side, we are trying, as of now, our placement is towards the self-employment is around 30%. Which are trying to put increase it to around 50 to 60% across. And the course curriculum which are basically implemented are currently in the NSQF job roles. And towards the IT platform, which we basically are capturing the entire life cycle of the training cycles, starting from the entry of the user to the entire workflow or the sector selections, content management, everything across, we are basically trying to capture in the entire in the IT platform. So going forward, I would like to show you one video which will show us our IT platform. Thank you everyone for this.
Sir, in your presentation, you have mentioned that about 30% of the skilled youths are made successful in the self-employment category, and you want to scale up to 60%. So in which sectors there are prospects?
So if I go back on your answer, these are the sectors we are basically trying it across. These are all kind of a self-employment job roles, and these are purely towards the state-specific job roles.
And what about the marketing of their products?
That are we are also linking it across through different mediums. Like we also have a tie-up with Walmart, Flipkart, and we also have a tie-up with different organizations who can basically give this entirely market awareness to these entire people. We also have a connect with the industry department also, which basically enable us to do all these kind of marketing activities for them.
So are these companies which you have mentioned, the buying agencies, are they quite active in taking their products?
Yes, yes. We actually,
because that is the that will give further further boost to the self-employment activity.
absolutely, sir. We also we currently have an MOU with all of them.
Okay, okay. Good, good, good. Thank you, please.
You have mentioned that there is an internship program as well in the state, whether it is paid or unpaid.
So this is currently, there is two programs we basically running. One is an unpaid service and one is a paid service, which my colleague Indrajit would be presenting. That is the paid service for us.
Okay. So how effective your internship program is for the candidates to get a job in later stage?
So,
Now, how do you link with the industry, the internship?
so overall, if I talk about the free training, the placement percentage is near about 50%. And whereabout our paid service is concerned, which my colleague would be presenting it, currently we have a 95% placement on record. This is across the nation and across international level also.
In the international level means your candidates are going for international jobs as well.
Absolutely, sir.
What is the percentage of that?
That is near what currently we are at 5%. If I talk about the percentage wise on the overall placement numbers. But yes, having said that, we are also tying with international partners who basically can absorb our candidates. And currently, before my colleague would be stretching more on this particular side, because the paid service of ours is most of the candidates are traveling across the nation. Sorry, across international levels. So wherein talks about it. So currently the sessions are going on, but in between the sessions only, we have already placed near about 15 to 16 candidates as of now already, that post their completion of the courses, they will be directly traveling across international borders.
So which countries you are got tie-up?
Bahrain, currently we basically are placing these candidates, which I was talking just now.
Bahrain means the candidate must be in oil sector?
Yes. No, they are basically into service sectors.
Service sector. What type of service?
In the hotel.
Hotel. Okay. Okay, good enough. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Indrajit Singh. I'm the principal of Northeast Skill Center, which is under the Assam Skill Development Mission. Hello.
Yes, please go ahead.
Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Now you can start, sir.
Good morning once again, everyone. My name is Indrajit Singh. I'm the principal of Northeast Skill Center, which is under the Assam Skill Development Mission. This is the paid version of the skill training that we are doing in Assam and for Assam and Northeast. Can we move to the next slide, please? Yeah. So I'll tell you a brief history about how this Northeast Skill Center came into being. So this started all started when our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Modi, had gone to Singapore and he had visited the Institute of Technical Education, Singapore, which is sort of an ITI which is there in India. So the Singapore's version of ITI, which he had visited, and where he saw the kind of vocational training, the TVET, technical vocational training that they provide in Singapore. So once he saw the institute, he was very impressed with what they had done. Singapore government had done with the vocational training. So he came back and he planned to make a few small institutes like IT Singapore in India. And the first one they established was in Udaipur in Rajasthan. The second one was in Delhi. And the third one was the Northeast Skill Center in Assam and Northeast. So for this, the IT Singapore team came to Assam, and in 2017, they did a need-based analysis about what kind of job roles, what kind of training can be done in Assam and Northeast, so that our people can get gainful employment in Assam and Northeast and elsewhere, maybe across India and internationally also. Then in November 2017, an MOU was signed between IT Singapore and Assam Skill Development Mission to establish the Northeast Skill Center at Guwahati. Then in February 2018, for this Northeast Skill Center, we hired 26 course trainers and 4 course managers for the NESC. These course managers and trainers were given a 4-week pedagogy training by the master trainers of ITs at Singapore at Guwahati, and in 1 month in Singapore and 1 month in Guwahati. Then we had identified a 60,000 square feet building, which was taken on lease to establish the Northeast, and even the Some Skill Development Mission Office was also shifted to the same building. In July, another 4-week technical program was conducted by IT Singapore for the trainers of NESC. This was done in Singapore. So they had a 2-month training, 1 month in Assam, which was conducted by IT Singapore, master trainers of IT Singapore, and 1 month they had gone to Singapore and they had done the technical training there. Then the infrastructure and interior development works was completed. The institute, the entire labs and classrooms were completed in March. And on 7th of March 2019, this institute was launched by the former Chief Minister of Assam, Sri Sarbananda Sonowal. The first academic batch of session of the NESC started in August 2019. Can we move to the next slide, please? Yeah. So we offer 4 courses at Northeast Skill Center. One is beauty and wellness, one is retail service, one is food and beverage service, and hospitality operations, housekeeping. These are the 4 courses which we provide in Northeast Skill Center. The course curriculum has been prepared by the ITs in collaboration with IT Singapore and by the trainers of NESC as per the NSPF guidelines. And the NSPF, it is also NSPF aligned and has been approved by the NSDA as level 4. But this year we are going to apply for level 5. All these 4 courses are of 1 year duration, 1500 hours, and which also includes life skills. In life skills, we give 4 life skills, which is one is IT, basic IT, one is entrepreneurship, one is English as a spoken language, and the 4th is understanding foreign culture. We have a total intake capacity of 400 students per year for this institute. Next, please. Yeah. So the key differentiators, how Northeast Skill Center is different from any other vocational education institute, is the state-of-the-art infrastructure. One is the state-of-the-art infrastructure. As per Singapore standards, our laboratories and classrooms are as you will not find any other institute in India which offers our kind of infrastructure. The labs are as per industry standards. We have 3 spas, we have 3 restaurants within the institute. We have a full-fledged retail lab which serves as a mall, and we have 3 or 4 hotel rooms inside our premises which serve for the housekeeping. And our classrooms are all IT equipped. We have IT labs, 2 IT labs also. Then we have sector-specific schools. So we have 4 floors in the building, and each floor caters to one sector. Then our curriculum is designed in collaboration with IT Singapore. Hands-on training. Our trainings are 70% practical and 30% theory. The trainings are done by professionals. Our trainers are trainers who have vast industry knowledge and have been trained by master trainers of IT Singapore. These trainers are not trainers. They are actually people who have been working in the industry, and we took them on board and we gave them the pedagogy and the technical training so to conduct trainings. Industrial collaboration, we have collaboration with leading industry partners for training, internship and placement. Like I said, inclusive development focus on IT, soft skills and communication skills of the candidates along with entrepreneurship. Next, please. So just a picture of what happens. These are our labs. These are our practical labs. So our trainings are 70% practical and 30% theory only. So they actually, whatever the industry requires, the training is provided here in our institute itself. So for food and beverage servicing, preparing cocktails, preparing mocktails, cleaning of dishes, everything, they do it there itself. Even in beauty and wellness, manicure, pedicure is done in the premises itself. We have all kind of equipments to assist the candidates. Next, please. So we have regular industry visits and internships. So in the industry visits, we have monthly, at least 1 or 2 we have, and internships at the end of this 1-year course. We have a 1-month internship with all the leading industry players. And besides that, also during weekends, our students, they get a chance to go and work because most of the hotels, they have high footfalls during the weekends. So they call our students to work there on during the weekends, and they get paid during the weekends also, stipends also. So the students are also eager to go and work during the weekends. Next, please. So we are basically very new. We started in 2020, and we were hit by the COVID pandemic. So our first batch, we had around 40 students, out of which there were 2 dropouts. But there were placement for all the 38 students, but 2 of them they opted out. So 36 people students got placement, so at 90%. Then 2020-21, although we started, then again we were hit by the second wave, and we had to go for online classes. So there we had 60 students, out of which 3 were dropouts. And the thing was, to 2021 and 21-22. We could not conduct exams for them, but even without conducting exams, all our students got placements, even without being certified. They had got placements all across India. So below, if you see, these are the places where few of the students had got placements. And this is even without giving any exam. They had not appeared for the exams itself. And this year, we have a good batch of strength of around 120, and the training is in progress. Next, please. Few success stories that we had. Like I said, the exams for the first batch of NESC could not be conducted due to the COVID-19 pandemic, but all the students of the batch were offered placements by the industry, even without certification. In 2021-22, we had the World Skills Regionals, and we had 3 medalists, gold medal, 2 golds and 1 silver from the institute. 2022-23, like my colleague Dipankar had mentioned, 17 students from the current batch who are undergoing training, have not even appeared for their exams, have been offered placement by McDonald's in Bahrain, and they will be joining their jobs after completion of the course early next year. So their medical examination is going on at the moment. Next, please. So very recently, the senior minister, Mr. Tharman Shanmugarathan, and the ambassador of Singapore, Simon Wong, had visited the Northeast Skill Center. This was in the month of September this year. So that's it about Northeast Skill Center. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Indrajit ji, very good effort. In fact, now you should concentrate after 1 or 2 years, and this should be replicated in other parts of the country also.
Right, sir. So we are the third. Most probably, Odisha is coming up next, sir. Odisha is tied up with IT Singapore.
And what about the Rajasthan center?
Rajasthan center is still there, but I think the Delhi center has closed down, sir. That's what I heard last, sir.
Okay.
So Delhi center has closed down, and it has replicated into small centers all across Delhi, sir. The main center has closed down, but they have the main center into small centers all across Delhi, sir. That's what I've heard.
Okay.
And our future prospect is we are coming up with the Assam Skill University, which is funded by the Asian Development Bank. This is a full-scale university, which is a 1,000 crore project. So we will be most likely merged into the university in the years to come, sir.
Okay. Excellent. Thank you, please.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, before your presentation, we had a presentation on Sankalp. You might have also heard that presentation.
Thanks, sir.
Don't you think this is a duplication of work since that thing is being done in Assam itself and you are doing for the whole Northeast? And
Sir, ours is completely different, sir. The one which Sankalp is talking about, that is mostly short-term courses which are of 3 to 4 months duration and are free of charge. Ours is a full-time 1-year course which is paid. So the students have to pay for these courses, sir. It's not free. It's not freely available.
My summation is that since everything is going on in Assam itself and the benefit goes to the northeast states, so why some comprehensive work is to be done at one place? Otherwise, the student will get confused whether I go for this institution or I go for this institution. If the both of you might have joined together and made a more robust atmosphere.
Sir, to give you a prize, as Indrajit has said that we are also coming with a Assam Skill University. So the university would actually get a maximum work for both of us, like say for the Assam Skill Development Mission as well as the Northeast Skill Center. So from the university side, the promotions and awareness creation across the nation would be done. So which we have currently started. We have just started about it. So this information is currently spreading, and in fact, from ministry, the people have also visited Northeast Skill Center, and they are promoting from their side also for the peoples available across the nation who would like to come down and train their students here.
But the university take up only graduation level program or maybe some post graduation level programs, and you started with the presentation that ITI level exposure or diploma level exposure. These two things are entirely different because the main skill is being developed in ITIs and in diploma centers. So your focus would again be shifted from micro level planning to overall planning.
No, so as the university is coming, so university, what we are basically planning is from the university side. There were different sectors, schools. Currently, we have identified 9 schools in the university. So on that on that schools, so we have a different platforms, like starting from the certification level to the post graduation level and doctorate degree level. So entire course curriculum should be developed, and this should be basically given across to the people who would actually require to be used on.
So it will be a credit based system. So we will have certificate level, we will have diploma level, we will have BVOC level. So it will be a credit based system.
Okay, I got it. There is already universities operating in Assam. Why don't you strengthen those universities or starting another university?
Because those universities basically are towards the education side. This is purely a skill university who particularly train candidates or say basically focus on the skilling side. And we actually focusing more on creating entrepreneurs. What Honorable Prime Minister is also saying, the vocal for local. So we're trying to do that as of now.
Okay, good enough. Thank you.